Hello everyone, I just wanted to get on and speak a little bit from the heart. I'm the mother of a transgender adult. I got this child as an infant and adopted him. Was a female initially and originally, but now is a 26-year-old living as transgender male. In regards to the year that he came out as identifying as a male and wanted to legally change his name and have us switch his name over. There was a big transition during that year for specifically my sister and I. We tend to journey in life together and are with each other a lot in raising our kids. And so we would be out at restaurants and you know, quite honestly be terrified when that child would enter into the male's bathroom at the happen chance that someone would realize that he sits down to pee or just notice something about him that maybe, you know, would confuse somebody, or feeling like a female with that anatomy is in the men's restroom. So I've always have felt, even to this day, and this is, we're, you know, 8 years into this now, and I'm used to him. I'm used to the name change. I you know, defend, even as a conservative Christian and Republican, that's my child, and I actively defend the emotional and mental state within our family, within every avenues of our life, so that he ultimately feels love and support, because at the end of the day, it's not up to me to judge anybody, and I believe we should just stay in our lane and worry about ourselves. But I said all that to say this: the restroom situation is a very sensitive one for me, and the example of him entering a restroom, it's already scary. So if there were to be tampons in the restroom, and now he's entering into where, in amongst people that might not agree with it or understand it, now we have him on his period and then entering in and getting tampons. I feel like it's twofold here. I feel like we should support the LGBT people community, our loved ones. At the end of the day, it doesn't change the heart of who you've raised or who you love. My son is pliable, sweet, kind, loving, goes to church with me, loves Jesus, and how he identifies is his process. So that's neither here nor there for me. But what I'm looking to do and what I'm interested in is his safety. And so my preference wouldn't be tampons in the restroom, so that he could, you know, bring them with him if he needed them, or in the case of our kids in high schools, go to the nurses station, so that these things could be kept a little bit more private. And so in my mind, on, like, let's say protecting our women, or even the anatomy of a woman, by not having tampons in the men's restroom for my transgender son, this would further protect him on all levels, from how he identifies to even the anatomy and the safety of him for people that might not understand. So hopefully that makes sense. But in regards to our country, at the end of the day, I'm voted Republican my whole life, and there's been more Democratic, you know, presidents in office, and you concede to that. We get through it. The beauty of America is we can come here, and all of our ancestors and people before us have come here in a process. The thing I'm reminded of is I wanted to travel with my friend to India. I had a passport. I had never done international traveling, and I got to the airport, bought my tickets, and actually didn't have a visitor's visa. So my bad, lesson learned. We had to refund our tickets, and then we rerouted to the Bahamas. I said all that to say that I wasn't allowed to even visit India as a result of order and a way that you enter into a country. So we're stacked as a country right now, and I see more division than ever. But what I want to encourage everybody to do is say, listen, at the end of the day, just like our lives were grafted and put together, and our lives have purpose, and God knew us before we were born, the same goes for where we're at in life right now. We might not understand it all, we might not agree, but what we can do is we can love each other, and we can trust the process, and we can know that God does have us as a nation and as a people, and we don't need to be sick over this. We don't need to have all this fighting and tension and division. That's what the devil wants for our life. We can still agree to disagree. We can all be adults through this, and we can love each other regardless of what we understand or agree with or disagree. And there's a lot of different people out there with a lot of different stories and examples and reasonings why. And the beauty is that we're all allowed to have those opinions. And I just want to encourage everybody to stay encouraged and for everyone's mental health and everyone's anxiety, that this too shall pass. Everything's going to be okay. Whether you agree with the president that's in office now or don't agree, at the end of the day, we're going to get through it, just as I have every time there's a president that I didn't necessarily vote for. We're going to be all right. We're strong. I encourage everyone to keep getting up, moving forward, and that everything's going to be fine. And as a nation, we will get through this, but we do need to respect each other, love each other, and understand that everybody has a story. Everybody has a thought process, perception. Everyone has a certain feeling, but that we can still agree to disagree and just respect each other's process. I love you all, and hopefully what I said makes sense and also just gives you something to think about. But I'm here for it. I love you all, and everyone take care, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.